Friends, this week join me and my buddy Chris on a fishing trip to the Lake Dalrymple Resort in Seabright, Ontario. I was very kindly invited by the management there to come check the place out, stay in one of their cabins, and they even hooked me up with a boat so we could get out and do some fishing. Tell me that doesn't look like a good time, boys. That's what I'm talking about. And even though luck wasn't exactly with us on this trip, we definitely got a few nice ones. And not only that, we definitely had a bunch of laughs. And a lot of fun. The place just kind of brings it out of you. There's so much to do on the site besides fishing. You gotta go for it. And I'm gonna show you the cabins too. They're super cozy.
Like, you know, we're fishermen. We're not fancy people. We don't need linens, okay? There it is.
So check it out. Enjoy the video. So just a short drive north of Toronto and a short drive south of me is the Lake Dalrymple Resort in Seabright, Ontario. It's a great little old school family style resort. This is where you check in and they got everything you need, including bait and snacks and drinks and souvenirs and a whole bunch more. And it's perched right on the edge of the mythical Lake Dalrymple. And right up behind the main office is where the cabins are.
Oh, this is nice in here.
Yeah, it really is. The grounds are very well kept and all the cabins are kind of in a circle.
And there's our little cabin, Chris.
Yeah, it's a total vibe in there. Friends, today I'm at the Lake Dalrymple Resort. I got a nice invitation to come and fish here and to stay in this beautiful little cabin. They even set me up with a boat. I'm here with my buddy Chris outdoors. And we're gonna go hit this lake. Neither of us has ever fished this lake. We don't know a lot about it. I've talked to a few people who have fished it. We might run into small or largemouth bass. There's walleyes in here. There's pikes in here. There's monster panfish in here, crappie specifically.
And there's even crappie.
Yeah, and there's even big muskies in here.
That'd be fun.
So we don't know what we're getting into. We kind of brought like the kitchen sink in terms of tackle and stuff like that. And I'm just stoked to get out there. I'm gonna show you around the resort a whole bunch when we get a little bit of sunshine. Right now, it's very overcast. It's kind of coming and going. It's really blowing out on the water. It's a really nice, calm little spot in here where the cottages are. Again, I'm gonna show you that in a little bit. But for now, we're stoked to get down into the boat, get her set up, and get out on the water because the afternoon's ticking on. But obviously, before we jump in the boat, I gotta tie up a few things. We have no idea what we're getting into, and I want to be ready for whatever comes our way. Here's the dock at Lake Dalrymple Resort. Let's have a look. Wow, look at all these boats, man. You can rent all these. And as you're about to see, these really are great little boats for this size of lake. Just a bunch of tinnies with 9.9s. Loading her up, it's windy. I'm gonna lose my hat. Yeah, it was really blowing out there and the weather didn't really cooperate a whole bunch on this particular evening, but we were just dying to get out on the water and check out the lake and do a little scouting and see what Lake Dalrymple was really all about. I'd heard people talking about this lake in passing for years and hadn't thought much about it until I got this invite. But now the wheels were starting to turn in my fishing brain and we were super stoked to get out on the water.
Ghosties. Boat, well organized.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I like that. I like this little touch. They tell you which boat is yours. It's good.
Pretty sweet little boat they gave us, eh?
Oh yeah, man, I'm stoked.
As you can see, I brought a bunch of rods. I got some tackle. I got some rain gear, camera gear. I'm just booting up the old sonar here. I want to see if we can't get a bathymetric map of this lake, which again, neither of us know whatsoever. Tons of room in here. Like they even set us up with bait. Beautiful little 9.9 Tohatsu. All right, just pulling out of the marina. It's rough. The water is choppy, so we're gonna actually gun over it, I think, to the other side of the lake into the lee of the wind, start looking at the graph, figuring out a little game plan for these couple hours we have of light left in the day.
I see a fish. Just see a fish. Let's go get him.
Feel all 9.9 horses of power. All right, out on the lake, and first look at the graph. There's some really interesting structure right in the middle of the basin of this lake, and this is amazing structure this time of year for walleyes to be hanging out either up on top hunting as the day moves on or suspended out to the side of any of these little humps. It's only 22, 23 feet of water. That's not a lot, man. This is a great spot for us to start plumbing the depths, maybe throwing some jigs or some drop shot rigs and just seeing who's around, but not quite
quite yet. We're just scouting for the moment. We marked it and moved on.
All right, quick update. We're just scouting around. We have yet to even drop a line. We're just getting the lay of the lake, looking at the GPS, etc. We're down at the far other end of the lake. We didn't even fish those humps.
And down in this area, we found a really interesting looking little island with a whole bunch of real fishy looking habitat all around it.
Very, very thick and weedy. Good to know. We'll come back here. But for now, we're still scouting. All right, we're just out off that island. We were slow cruising and checking out what was going on after the break, where all that stuff breaks off. And sure enough, there's all kinds of fish out here. I don't know if you can see them on the screen. Hopefully that's a little clearer for you there. But that's all looking like those could be suspended walleyes. There could be a big pike down there that I see.
All looking very encouraging, so we finally decided to drop a couple lines.
Yeah, we're seeing fish on the graph, mostly small ones, but you know, there's got to be some nice ones in here somewhere. People talk about this lake, there's got to be a reason. All right, Chris is on. Nice to finally break the ice. Yes, no time. We've been mostly scouting. Got attention on the, oh, it's a good smallie, bud. Yeah.
How close is he? He's getting close now.
You got color? See ya. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah, push it forward a little bit. I get that start. Okay, now we should come. Yeah, keep your tension on. There you go. Is that better? You coming in?
Yeah, I can hear it there. Oh, I lost him.
No!
Yeah, but he went out the line up there.
Oh, sorry, man. I should have walked you through that before. Hey, that was a good fish, though, man.
Yeah.
All right, that was a little bit my fault. Chris hasn't fished with the line counting rigs like that before, and I did walk him through it, but I didn't really maybe mention to, or at least thoroughly enough, discuss the drag on there. And
I was turning the wrong part.
yeah, he was turning the wrong part of it to tighten the drag, and when I went over to try and help him, the tension came off, and you know, bass, man, that was a big 3, maybe 4 pound smallmouth, flipped up in the air and he spit it. So, well,
We're shallow.
we're gonna turn around and get that guy. I got stick baits bigger than this, but it's good to see there's a healthy population of these little perch in here. That's what's feeding this whole lake. And that's like, literally, I have lures bigger than that. Now we're talking sunfish, 18 feet down on harness. Okay. And now Chris is catching little dinky perch. Hold him out so I can see him.
Can we measure to see who's got the biggest fish yet today?
Yeah, it's like, hold it out. And my sonar died. I think it's just the battery. If you saw the video where I was in Quebec, I think that video will be out by now. I was having a lot of trouble with this unit. But right now, we are fishing blind, man. And we've decided just to kind of switch up, start looking for bass and pikes and pitching, flipping, and just, you know, hitting some docks and some weed flats. First cast. Salad bar. Yeah, it's pretty junky in here, eh?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. We got to get it a little deeper, I think.
Obviously, it's fitting off now.
Chris just got himself a nice little largemouth, not big enough to keep, but nice one. We're getting on the board, slowly but surely.
Kinda.
All right, we just switched spots, switched to a drop shot rig, and we're still catching 4 or 5 inch perches, but you know, we gotta try. And it is nice to see, you know, a lake is healthy when you see this much bait. Like, we've been seeing this since we started fishing in here pretty much consistently, and it's kind of great. We just gotta get onto the predators.
And speaking of predators, it was super cool to see this giant bald eagle come in and buzz our spot.
Hey, buddy.
We hadn't noticed, but we drifted into the area he was hunting, and here's why.
Catch of the day. Check out this dead bass that was floating in the water, and that's what that bald eagle's after. Giant freaking largemouth. And there was a seagull just buzzing around Chris's head trying to get it off him.
Where everybody's been pecking out of it there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know that the eagle had it in its talons, though. I think he was just probably trying to come down and check it out.
Gnarly.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
Yeah, I bet. Look at that thing. Oh, he's dead as a doornail. Hey, buddy, that's a nice bass.
And with that, unfortunately, our scouting mission was over. We were running out of light, and we had to get back to the cabin, and I want to show it to you. Because if you ever decide to go out to Lake Dalrymple Resort, you should know what to expect. These cabins really are very cozy and unfancy and kind of perfect for a fishing trip. They got everything you need and nothing you don't, including a nice little kitchen.
Some nice homegrown shiitakes there.
Yeah, buddy. Just harvested this week.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
And I brought all this beautiful homegrown garden goodness right here. We're gonna do up a little fry up. And I just brought some little venison chunks here, easy, fast, you know, chuck them in the old pan and
get something going.
Yeah, both Chris and I have been super busy and we hadn't hung out in a really long time, so it was nice to just kick back, cook a meal, and hang.
Yeah, you got the kitchen, you got a full complement of like plates and dishes and glasses and all the stuff. Like there's even a little colander up there, a little jug for stuff. We're getting messy in here, but you get the idea. It's like kind of nice, like brand new looking counters. There's an awesome coffee maker that you can't really see too good back there. Toaster oven, nice big sink we're rocking here. We've even got a microwave. Now we're talking venison in, let's go.
The salt and pepper, nothing else. Look at that good stuff right there. Nothing like a home-cooked meal after a long day with some fresh homegrown veggies out of the garden, venison straight out of the forest, and a beer. All right, well, we had a nice little dinner there. We're all fueled up, ready for bed. And that little scouting mission wasn't too bad. We got to see the lake. We caught a lot of small fish, a lot of bait, really, which means the lake is healthy, so that's good. And I just wanted to explain to you a little bit of what was going on. You know, we had issues with the sonar, and at the beginning of the evening, and we didn't have a lot of time out there tonight, we just checked in. We were mostly just marking spots and like picking out some good structure, and then the damn sonar died and we couldn't go back to those spots. So we're gonna try and hit those a little better.
And we were marking fish when we first got out there. So.
Yeah, we marked a few. We marked one really good school of what I thought were walleye. They looked like good hooks, you know? And then they disappeared and the sonar died and we couldn't find them again.
Maybe a little more emphasis on pike and bass tomorrow?
100%. Yeah, we were chasing walleye. We were looking for walleye, which is a very tough bite in this lake from what I've heard. I've read a little bit online and I've talked to some local guys and they say it's kind of rough to get them. It's hit and miss. On the best of times, we're on a cold front too. It just went, this is really important to mention, we just went from 40 degrees last week to I had 17 degrees on my dash when I was driving here. That's a huge shift in temperature. Hopefully that'll even out a little bit tomorrow and maybe those big predators will start to bite, walleye or otherwise. And yes, let's 100% do some pitching, actually, do some fun bass fishing and get a pike. We'll catch you guys in the morning. We're freaking destroyed.
Just about to crash out, and I wanted to give you a quick look at the accommodations in here. It's actually really nice. This particular cabin, number 4, is 2 doubles, and they don't do linens here. So if you ever do come to Lake Dalrymple Resort, bring a pillow, bring a sleeping bag. Like, we're fishermen. We're not fancy people. We don't need linens. Okay, this is all we need right here, and we're going in there right now. See you guys in the morning.
Crack-a-whack, the sun's not even up over the trees yet. And we're getting ready to rock.
And the anticipation is palpable. We've been waiting for this morning for a good long time since we started talking about this trip. And even though we only had a couple hours the night before to gather a little bit of intel and get a game plan together, we're ready to jam, buddy.
Back out in the boat, you can see Chris is working on the anchor situation. I got a rope out of my truck, and we're gonna extend that anchor a little bit. But look at this beautiful morning, man.
Yeah, this is exactly how you imagine a perfect morning for fishing, with the boat at the ready, calm weather, calm glassy water. Feels like it's all coming together.
Whoa, speak of the devil.
Until you hit a rock. Murphy. We're on the move. We're gonna try the other end of the lake. And as per the plan we discussed the night before, we started chucking baits looking for bass and pikes immediately straight off the end of the famous barrel at the end of Avery Point. And that spot did not disappoint. Chris hooked into a beauty right off the hop and it gave him a killer fight.
Put your tip up. Oh, I almost got him. Yeah, buddy. Yeah! Yes!
Fun. Beauty. That's the first nice one there, eh?
Yeah!
You gotta love it when a plan comes together, especially on a new lake with no electronics. That first decent fish feels really good.
Buddy, he might need a... Oh, he went right away. I thought he might have needed a little hand. High five, brother. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, beautiful. Chris with the first nice keeper bass of the day. We released it, but we might keep one for a little lunchtime fish fry if we get a few more. We're really just getting started this morning. That was awesome.
You know what I'm loving about here too? All the birds here this morning are gorgeous, man. We've seen an eagle, we've seen herons, we had the loons calling almost.
That beautiful little tern that was sitting on the barrel earlier. Yeah, it's like a lot of bird activity, and it makes sense. These are all fish-eating birds.
Well, yeah.
And there's a ton of bait in this lake.
Well, I was thinking that loon probably eats well here, you know?
How many loons I seen on here? Probably 10 already. Look, there's one right out there. I can see it right past you.
Yeah, they got a smorgasbord under them.
Yeah, they're not hurting.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Yeah, he's on.
All right, we got one on. I don't know if that's a pike, maybe. Might be a small pike. It hasn't jumped yet. If it's a bass, let's find out though. Hey, buddy, who we got here? I think it's a pike.
That looks like a little pike, eh?
It might be a little pike. Yeah, it's a little pike, buddy. Grab that net.
Yeah, you just want
Yeah,
to do it?
yeah, just
Okay,
go.
I'll
Look,
film.
okay, let's go have a look at him anyway.
Oh, nice scoop.
Oh, I got him. Look, he kicked it right at the right time.
That's great.
Hey, little buddy. Oh, is he ever wormy, man?
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hold him up too. Hold on a second. Let's see, bud.
I feel like I'd rather eat a pike for lunch than bass, honestly. I don't know what you take about that. I like pike better than bass. That's beautiful, though. Look at that. Nice work, Steve.
All right, let's get him back in. You want to eat him or not?
No, I think with all those worms, let's put him back.
I think he's pretty wormy. Let's not think I grow up. Get a bigger one, maybe?
Yeah, I know there's bigger ones in here.
Yeah, he just needs a little belly rub. A lot of times that helps. There he goes.
Beauty. Nice one, Steve.
Yeah, man. Finally
That's
on
all
the
right.
board. Jeez.
Good start to the day.
Woo.
Oh, and I got a hit though right off the hop. Yeah, it's a bass. Hold on a second. Oh no! Great big giant sunfish, dude. Look at the size of this thing.
So another nice sizable sunfish there. Like if you're a pan fisherman, like I said, like this is not a bad spot to come. Like we haven't found any crappies yet, and I know there's quite a lot of big ones in this lake. But like even just by the size of these sunfish, I know there's some pie plate crappies in here. Hopefully we find some.
There you go, buddy. See ya.
All right, we feel like the spot's starting to play out a little bit. We're going to take a gun all the way to the other end of the lake. We haven't been up there yet. The wind was just too rough, headed the other way. So, yeah, we're going to head up into the the northwest corner. And feeling pretty good after nailing our first couple of decent fish, we headed off into uncharted territory once again. There's that eagle again. Amazing. Hey, buddy. So we were just trolling some crankbaits along a weed edge here, and I got a little bit high over the weed edge, and I want you to see, this is Lake Dalrymple. Like, this is what we're talking about. This lake is so choked with weeds. We've constantly just been fighting. We've been throwing all kind of weedless stuff as well, but like, you have to be very careful if you're running a break, and I'm doing it off a phone. I'm not even doing it off the big screen on the sonar because it's down. Err on the side of caution is my advice to you. Like, stay on on the outside of those breaks because you're constantly gonna get hung up in here. It's crazy.
Yeah, buddy. You got him. Need Here, I got you on the head cam. Yeah, that's a good one. Nah, he's a little small.
Yeah.
Largy.
Your bag is a bit cleaner.
Yeah, he is cleaner. We need to get a few like that, I think, eh? Oh, there he is. Got him right off the corner. Yep. Oh, he kicked it. It was a little pike.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little pike. Little hammer handle. So this is awesome. We're just catching little largemouth and throwing them back. But if you look on the other side, the lee side of this island, there's a bunch of geese, like 50 of them, just sleeping on those nice warm rocks. We just saw a couple killdeers. We just saw a merlin up in that tree, which is a bird I've only seen a few times. He took off. He was actually chasing that killdeer for a second. Then you look over on these rocks, guess who? We got a bunch of ducks. We got a bunch of freaking seagulls and more geese. And look at it this way where Chris is casting.
Beautiful 4 swans over here.
There's 4 swans swimming in. That's amazing. What's up, guys? That's classic right there.
And after landing a few more bass and small pikes, we decided to go out and look for walleye one more time. Even though the wind was really starting to kick up again and make it difficult to control the boat, we had to give it a shot and ended up trolling harnesses around blind in deeper water for over an hour. So it's just crazy, man. We're trolling as deep as we can in this lake down, like, 18, 20 feet, and we're just coming up with sunfish, man. Over and over again, man. That's the 3rd one in a row. I'm not even showing them all to you. Where's Wally? Where's Waldo?
10:30. We need more fish in this boat.
All right, well, it is well past high noon. It's getting hot. The bite is turning right off. We're not even really hitting many bass, a few little small ones. And again, I'm not showing them all to you, but both Chris and I have stuff to do today. This was kind of the time we had. We're gonna rock a few more casts, and unfortunately, it looks like we gotta leave Lake Dalrymple.
Do you have to go at a certain time or?
Yeah, I should get going soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bunch I gotta do today still.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Maybe something sitting under there in that ski boat. Pike. Oh, there we go. Perfect. There he is. There he is. That's a good one, bud. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, finally, last cast. What did I just say? And we've got a beauty on here. This could be a good pike or something, man. Or a big largemouth, maybe. I don't know. He hasn't come up. It feels kind of pikey right now.
Yeah. We were just talking about going.
Look at him.
Here we go. Oh, so perfect.
I know, last cast. That's how you want last cast to go.
You want the net there, or you?
I will eventually, but I'm just gonna give it some time. I gotta tighten up my drag a little bit. It is a pike, yeah, a decent pike. I'm gonna turn the boat.
Yep.
Turn the boat. You gotta pull your line up, Chris.
Yep.
He's a little weirdly hooked too. He's spiraling. Okay, I'll get the net then. I got her. Hey, buddy. He's a little bigger than the last one. Hey, buddy. Stay there. We're gonna help you in 1 second. He's not that much bigger. But yeah, he was hooked funny. That's why he felt heavier. Is he's just a little funny hook. But hey, middle of the day, last cast, can't complain. Oh, he busted the hook. He busted the hook. He just weaved at the wrong time. Let me see if I can get that out for you. Sorry, bud. That was my fault.
Can you open that bush? As long as he's not hooked shut, that will come out eventually.
Yeah, he's okay. Let's release that guy.
Yeah.
For last cast, we'll take it.
All right, little dude. Thank you for your service. He was out a little bit. We took a couple pictures, so I just want to rub his belly and make sure he's okay. That hook's gonna come out, buddy. Trust me, and his mouth is fine. He can still eat and be a fish, you know? You gotta be really careful sometimes when the hook comes off like that, breaks like that. Sometimes it's through both lips and you've kind of, sentenced that fish to a really awful death. Right now I'm very confident that that hook is gonna come out over time. Come on, buddy. You're good. You're all right, dude. Come on. There he goes. That belly rub usually does it. Nice.
And with that, our brief adventure on Lake Dalrymple came to an end. We had to head back to camp and start packing up, but not before horsing around the facilities a little. Obviously.
Cornhole.
Freaking jackasses, man.
I don't know, touch mine. I don't need it. Anyway, let's go. The cows. Oh, airball! Oh, the wind got me on that one.
All right, buddy. Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a great time, man.
Yeah, it didn't end up being the big fish fry that we were hoping for. We were so limited on time. The sonar went down. What are you gonna do? That's fishing, guys. We had a great time. We caught a bunch of fish, and I can't recommend Lake Dalrymple Resort enough. The people are awesome. They're super friendly, super accommodating, super professional. We had a great time.
Yeah. All right, and just ran into these two gentlemen on my way out. Look, they did better than us, I think. Look at all those pikes. Look at that nice one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you think about Lake Dalrymple, guys?
Love it. Amazing.
Love it, yeah.
Pretty good fisher, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Coming here for years.
You've been coming here for years, have you?
47.
Amazing. This is my first time ever being here or fishing this lake, and we had a great time.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, no.
Super.
Coming for you.
Going to clean those up? You gonna do a fish fry tonight?
Yes, we are.
Right on, we'll enjoy.
Okay.
Right on, gentlemen. Cheers.
Our huge thanks to Sandy and Mary again for the invite. We had a great time. And thanks to you for hanging out all the way to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure had a lot of fun making it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop a like on here. Click the bell icon for notifications and all that stuff. And let me know if you've been to Lake Dalrymple. I'd love to hear how you did in there. Cheers. Catch you on the next one.